Railroading. Should you play the green version because that's the one that's open? Because otherwise I have to take this one out the shrink.
That's exciting though.
This is Railroading. This is the second version of Railroading Challenge. There's two versions. There was Lush Green and Shining Yellow. They're essentially the same game, just come with slightly different expansions. And then, as part of the big Kickstarter, you get this box, which is magnetic. Everything is magnetic, and it comes with a little insert with all the expansions in it, which is fantastic.
All the expansions are just sets of dice.
And then there's just like some extra cards and some more pens if you want to have like coloured pens to match what game you're playing. These are extra maps, and there is like a mega version where you play a massive version of Railroading. The expansions you've got like from Electricity and Underground, which feels very trainy, to Arcade and Eldritch, because every game needs a good Eldritch expansion. But for now,
we're not going to be playing with those today though.
Somebody said to me before that they like playing Railroading instead of having a cup of coffee in the morning because it just gives them a nice little boost, gets their brain going. So here we have the boards.
Do not spill drinks on these boards because they don't like it.
We found that out the hard way. To be fair, not us that spilled a drink on it.
Oh yeah, it's never us.
So, just out of shot here, there is a drink. It is not on the table. Drinks are not allowed on the board games table. Rule 1.
The auxiliary table is absolutely important.
Quick summary of the game. Here's some dice. These have all got slightly different faces on them. Some of them are roads and some of them are railway tracks. When these are rolled, like so, you draw them onto your board and you try to link up the exits on here, and you also want to fill in the centre 9 spaces. So you'll get points for exits, points for your longest road, points for your longest railway, points for the middle section, points for how many stations you've built where there's a house.
Station is like the little black dot that features as part of some of those.
There is your objective cards, which are just in the box here.
We don't tend to use those for the first playthrough though.
And then the stars are if you're playing with one of the mini expansions that comes in the box. So that's a really brief, quick overview of it. So if we had all of these versions in here, the yellow, green, red and blue, we could play this game with up to 16 players and only 4 dice. Realistically, you could just print off some sheets of paper and you can play this with as many players as you like.
Oh, you could even just play over Discord or something. Like if you've got a friend in a different country that's got a copy, they could just draw on their own boards. You could just roll the dice, and because everyone draws off the same roll of dice, and then you could all just do your turns remotely. That'd be quite cool.
So that's Railroading. All set up and ready to go. So in Railroading, you don't take turns. You just take some dice and you roll them. Then all of us will be taking from the top option of these dice and drawing it on our board. You have to draw it. Connected to something, you can't just draw it in the middle of nowhere. What you can do as well, all the different combinations of dice up here along the top. So if you're not quite sure which ones you've used, you can put like a little dot up here and then rub it out when you have used it. You have to use all of these dice. You can only use each dice once unless you fill in one of the factory spaces, which lets you use one of those dice a second time. One of the other things that you've got are these 4 spaces, like crossroads. On your turn, you can use one of those. You can only use 2 of them over the space of the game until you fill in a route on 3 of the university spaces. And then when you do that, you can use the 4th one, but you have to use it on the turn you fill in the 3rd university space. You can only do 1 special tile per round, but if you do a 4th one, then you can do 2 in a turn. That's exactly it. Whatever round you wrote them on, you write whatever round number it was in that little corner of the box. So we are now halfway through the game, and Emma's going to do the 4th roll. on camera. Don't like that one. This is how my board's looking at the moment. It looks terrible.
Well, it's not that much better.
So one thing you do have to bear in mind with this game is every road or railway that leads to nowhere at the end of the game, you lose points. 1 point for every error.
But that doesn't include the starting blue arrow exits
No,
that
no.
are just unused. It's just mistakes that you've made and not...
Yeah, not inherited mistakes, just ones that are your problem.
I think I'm done for my turn.
Yep. So
I don't think I can get much better than that.
on to round 5. We'll see you again at the end of the game. And we're finished. We have finished round 7 of Railroading. And as you can see, we've made wonderful little transport networks. So the way you score the points are, first one is how many exits does each route go to, and you get the amount of points underneath just here. So this one here, for me, goes to 1 exit, 2 exits, 3, 4 exits. So that makes that one worth 12 points. So I'll just mark a 12 here. This one is a different route because it goes underneath a tunnel. It's not actually connected here. This one goes to 1, 2. So that one's worth 4 points. 4 there. And none of my others go to multiple exits. You only get points if they go to 2 or more exits. So overall, that's 16 points for me there.
So for mine, I'll start on this one here. So it hits 1, 2, and it goes to 3, it goes to 4. So that's 12 for that one. This hits 2 exits, so that's worth 4. And I think that's it for me. So I've got the same.
Yep. Your longest road. So my longest road starts here. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Yep. So you get 1 point for every space on your longest road.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 spaces, 9 points.
Your longest railroad, no? 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
So I've got 6 for my longest railroad.
I've got a big loop up this corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Happy with that.
Space is completed in the middle. So we've both got 8 here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
8 out of 9.
Villages, so that's these little blue ones, where you've got a station there. Stations are the little black squares where it's like an interchange. So I've got 1, 2, 3, which I've marked up here. I'll just rub that off a little bit. So that's 6 points.
I believe I've hit all of them. So 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. So I get 8 points.
Okay, now to the fun bit. Errors. So every road or highway that you've got going off into nowhere, so you can see there, that goes to nowhere, there, that goes to nowhere, you lose 1 point for every error. So, yep, so I've got -7 for my errors.
And I've got the same.
So, overall, if my maths is correct, 16 plus 8 is 24, plus 6 is 30, plus 8 is 38, plus 6 is 45, -7 is 38. I had done my maths wrong. The one thing I would recommend to absolutely everybody that plays board games, this app, BG Stats. I'll put M's stats in there, 44, and mine for 38. And then this is able to track all of your stats. There's little bar charts. There's even like a little Spotify rap type thing at the end.
Where you play it, who you play it with, your highest score, your lowest winning score, all sorts of data, which, I mean, if you're into that kind of thing.
Let's be honest, you are, because you're watching a channel about board games.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Definitely, yeah, tickles the tisms.
And then when you're done, you rub your boards off.
You're good to go again.
No, and then you do the most important part of board game etiquette,
Helping to tidy up.
helping to tidy up, because
Don't be a bad board gamer. Nobody wants to play with you if you're a bad board gamer. And then you don't get invited to board game days with snacks. That's why I behave myself anyway.
for snacks, reasonable.
Especially if they're free. And there we go.
That has got our brains
Sufficiently
going
warmed up.
sufficiently.
Are you warm? Is your brain warm? Tepid, at least.
My brain is, you know, like when you go to a restaurant and they keep your food warm under those little,
on a hot plate
under
kind
those
of
hot
thing.
plate type
Yeah.
things. My brain's like that. It's warm,
It
but
was
it doesn't want
was
to be.
piping hot at one point,
Yeah,
but now it's not it.
and then my favourite thing to do with the game: pop the rulebook back on the top,
Right way up.
right way up.
We don't need that. It's just an advert.
We'll give this away.
To a
Give this away
subscriber.
to a subscriber. First 50 subscribers get a railroading. Not first 50. One of the first 50
Get a leaflet.
get a leaflet.
Don't say we're not generous.